Hello brothers and sisters, I hope that you are all having a pleasant day and making use of your time to improve and move forward. Now that we have understood the role of taqleed in Islam and recognized the difference between fiqh and aqaid and realized that every individual needs both to become a complete Muslim, he needs to believe and do good, and it is through fiqh and ahkam that we know what Allah wants from us. The Holy Quran tells us many of the things that we must do. For example, to establish prayers, to pay the poor aid, to marry, to perform Hajj. But how do we figure out how to pray and how to pay the poor aid? How do we know how to marry and how to perform Hajj? What are the ahkam for these? Now generally, the Sunnah, the Hadith and the Ahlul Bayt tell us how to do these things. The Holy Quran is perpetually timeless and perfect without flaw. But when it comes to the Hadith, there are some contradictions. Some Hadith are weak, some are strong, and some are total fabrications. And some are truly divine from the noble mouths of the prophets and the imams. But how do we figure out the strong from the weak, the true from the false? Moreover, how do we understand the context of the hadith? And how do we determine that a particular hadith is applicable to various situations of our modern life? We ask the mujtahid, the person who is capable of deducing and inferring from the religious sources and evidence, and derives ruling from the Quran and the Hadith. A mujtahid is a nickname derived from ijtihad. It is a student of Sharia science in the Hawza who reaches through his studies the ability to extract Sharia judgment from the Sharia texts after he passes a number of academic levels, which can take as long as 20 to 30 years, until he can reach the stage where he can extract the legal rulings from the texts. And only then is he called a mujtahid. He requires a very talented mind and extreme knowledge in Arabic grammar, syntax, science of hadith and ulum al-Quran, and must have a sound understanding of ilm al-rijal to determine which narrator is trustworthy and which is not. He must also have a complete comprehension of historical texts of the hadith, when, where and why certain things were said, and whether they apply to the modern setting. This can take many years until he reaches the stage where he has the ability of ijtihad and can be called a mujtahid. Thank you brothers and sisters. I hope you have a pleasant day. Any questions you have in mind, I hope to answer.